Hello students, welcome to my YouTube channel Pratik Singh Classes. In our today's video tutorial, we are going to study about Standard 12 Physics Volume 1 Unit 2 Section 2.2.2, that is resistors in series connection and parallel connection. It is too much related to your previous classes what you have studied in physics of class 9th and 10th. Okay, same thing we will study here, but in vast form. We will try to find out what is the equivalent resistance in series connection and also in parallel connection, which one is better than the other and what are its benefits and drawbacks. Fine, so welcome to my channel Pratik Singh Classes. Let us start our today's tutorial. In our previous class we have studied about Ohm's law and its microscopic view. In our today's video session we will study about section 2.2.2 and that is resistors in series and parallel. About this thing you already have studied in your previous class, like in class 9th and 10th, but here we will study the same topic related to something else, okay, which will be new for you. So let us start. An electric circuit may contain a number of resistors which can be connected in different ways, okay. Even a wire from which current flows is a resistor. Whatever material from which current flows, whether in very high amount or in less amount or least, okay, it is called as a resistor, okay. There may be different kind of its connections like parallel form, series form, star form, bus form. In this chapter we will study only about series connection and parallel connection. For each type of circuit, we can calculate the equivalent resistance produced by the group of individual resistors. That means, if suppose a lot of resistors are connected together and whatever the connection type it is, okay, here we will study about what is the total resistance of the given system or of the given connection. Fine. Now, the first one is resistors in series. All right. When two or more resistors are connected end to end, they are said to be in series. Okay, it is just like that. Here you have a resistor. Okay, again you have another resistor connected. Again you have another resistor connected. Okay, so this is called as end to end connection, and this type of connection is called as series connection. Okay. Please note down, or as you know very well, that this is the symbol of resistor, okay, and we write like this: resistance. The resistors could be simple resistors or bulbs or heating element or other devices, okay. Means any device which we use in our day-to-day life is called a resistor, okay. Even the bulb, when we switch on, it works as a resistor, okay. Water heaters, electric kettles, everything which we see works as a resistor. So it may be anything, okay. Figure 2.9a shows three resistors R1, R2 and R3 connected in series. We will see this, okay. The amount of charge passing through resistor R1 may also pass through resistor R2, as you can see in this figure, okay, that here we have a battery of potential difference V or voltage V, okay, and this red color symbol shows the direction of conventional current or flow of direction of conventional current, okay, because we know that charges flows outside the battery from negative terminal, okay, to the circuit and again back to positive terminal of the battery. But here this red symbol, it shows the conventional direction of flow of current, okay. So whatever amount of current is passing through R1, same amount of current will pass through R2 and R3, okay. Keep in mind that when the resistors are in series, okay, current will remain the same but voltage will change at every resistor, and if the resistors are in parallel, okay, voltage will remain the same but current may be different for different resistors, okay. So it is given here. So in this, if you comparison figure A and figure B, okay, you can say that instead of three resistors, that is R1, R2 and R3, okay, we have a single resistor which has equivalent resistance, that is called as RS, okay. So this RS is applying the same phenomenon which R1, R2 and R3 all together are applying, okay, as given in this figure, okay. RS means resistance in series, all right. So as you can see here in third figure, the circuit diagram, okay, so this is a resistor, okay, this is R1, okay, or resistor 1 having resistance of 1 kilo ohm, okay, this is second resistor, that is R2 having resistance of 2 kilo ohm, and this is resistor R3 having resistance of 3 kilo ohm, and you can see here it is connected in series with a battery, okay, this side is the positive terminal of the battery as well as this is the negative terminal of the battery. The direction of conventional current is in clockwise direction, okay, but if you go through the previous topics which we have seen, the direction of flow of charges will be in this direction, okay, that is from coming from negative terminal of the battery and going back to the positive terminal of the battery through the circuit, okay. So I hope you have understood it very well, the first figure and the third figure, okay. In first figure we just have used the symbols, and in third figure it is same, but here we have used the real resistors and batteries, as you can see here, okay. So about resistor we will see for different color codings, when we change the value of the resistor, okay, its value changes or its color changes, and even here you can see that we have three resistors, okay, of value 1 kilo ohm, 2 kilo ohm and 3 kilo ohm, and you can see the color, okay, of these bars, okay, first, second, third, fourth, okay, all of these are different in these three. About this thing, about how to find the resistance of a resistor, okay, depending upon its color, okay, we will see it later in the same topic. Now coming to the next paragraph, okay, once again the amount of charge passing through the resistor R1 must also pass through R2 and R3, means same amount of charges will flow through R1 and then through R2 and then through R3, since the charges cannot accumulate anywhere in the circuit, okay. Due to this reason the current I passing through all the three resistors is same, as I have said you earlier that the value of current in the series combination of resistors are always same, okay, throughout the given circuit. According to Ohm's law, if same current pass through different resistors of different values, okay, then the potential difference across each resistor must be different, okay. Just suppose for resistor R1 we have a potential difference of V1, okay, then for resistor R2 we have a potential of V2, okay, and for R3 we have V3 respectively, fine. Then we can write that V1 is equal to IR1, V2 is equal to IR2 and V3 is equal to IR3. Here current value in all these three are same, but voltage is different because their resistance value is different, okay. But the total voltage V must be equal to the sum of voltage across each resistor, means the potential difference between the plates of the batteries or the terminals of the battery must be equal to the total resistance applied or the total voltage applied by the resistors, okay. So we can write here V is equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3, and that is equal to IR1 plus IR2 plus IR3, as we have seen earlier, okay. Taking I common, we have V is equal to I into R1 plus R2 plus R3, okay. And suppose this R1, R2 and R3, okay, its combination is RS, that is the equivalent resistance in series combination of the resistors, okay. So we will have RS is the equivalent resistance, okay, that is RS is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. When several resistances are connected in series, the total or equivalent resistance is the sum of the individual resistance as given in figure 2.9. So suppose you have 10 resistors R1 to R10, then equivalent resistance or total resistance is equal to the sum of the individual resistance from R1 to R2, okay, as we have seen here, okay. This is what the theory says all about. Now coming to second topic, that is resistors in parallel, okay. What is the meaning of parallel, okay, we will see as given in this figure 2.10. Resistors are in parallel when they are connected across the same potential differences as shown in figure 2.10a. So let us try to see and understand figure 2.10a first. So you can see here in this figure 2.10a, this one, okay, we have three resistors, that is R1, R2 and R3, okay, and they are connected parallel to each other, okay. How we can say that this is connected parallel, okay, just try to see that they are connected with same potential or same terminals of the battery, okay. So this resistor R1 has two ends. First in, suppose this is first in, this is second in, likewise for second resistor and likewise for third resistor. These three ends, okay, simultaneously is connected to the one end, that is a positive terminal of the battery. Likewise the other end of the resistors are together connected to the negative terminal of the battery. That is why it is said that these resistors are connected in parallel, okay. And also the figure says, okay, as you can see here, the lines of the resistors R1, R2 and R3, okay, just simple mathematics, they seems like they are parallel to each other, this line and this line, okay, parallel to this line, fine. So here we have an equivalent resistance, that is Rp, okay, for all these three resistors. Means that suppose we have to make this circuit as simple as possible, then what should be the resistor added in such a way that it will give the same effect as these three resistors individually and added together with each other, okay. So this is the resistance in parallel or parallel resistor, and it is being written by Rp. When we have studied about series, it was written with Rs, and when we will study about parallel resistance or parallel resistor, it will be written as Rp. So I hope you have understood the configuration of series and parallel very well, okay. And let us see figure C, 2.10c, what is given there. So here you can see in figure 2.10c that the resistors of resistance 1 kilo ohm, 2 kilo ohm and 3 kilo ohm are connected in parallel with each other, okay. The terminals, all the terminals are with same terminal, okay. As you can see, all left terminals are with positives and negative, and all the other in terminals are with positive terminal of the battery. So this is the symbol for parallel resistors, okay. Okay, so coming to the topic of the book once again, in the case of parallel resistors, total current I that leaves the battery is split into three separate paths, okay. Suppose with resistor R1, the current value passing through it is I1, with R2 it is I2, and with R3 it is I3, with the current through the resistors R1, R2 and R3 respectively. Due to the conservation of charge, the total current in the circuit I is equal to the sum of the currents through each of the three resistors. That is, the total current provided by the battery must be equal to the total current flowing through the resistors, okay. That is, I is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3, okay. Since the voltage across each resistor is the same, okay, because they are connected with the same terminal with each with the battery, applying Ohm's law, we will have I1 is equal to V by R1, I2 is equal to V by R2 and I3 is equal to V by R3. Now again substituting these values in equation 2.24, let us see what are the things we get. We get here I is equal to V by R1 plus V by R2 plus V by R3, okay. And taking common V outside, just simple algebraic calculation, we have I is equal to V into 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. We know very well that I is equal to V by Rp, okay. So at the place of I, substitute the value V by Rp, okay. Here we will get 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. It is simple that V by Rp, okay, is equal to this term given here. Okay, so in that situation, from left hand side and right hand side, V and V will cancel out and we will get 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. Okay, so what does it say here? That means that the equivalent resistance of the parallel combination of resistors is Rp. Thus, when a number of resistors are connected in parallel, the sum of the reciprocal or inverse of the values of the resistance of individual resistor is equal to the reciprocal of the effective resistance of the combination as shown in figure 2.10b, as we have seen earlier. Okay. Here what really happens is, if you try to find out total resistance of the resistors when they are connected in parallel, okay, then the equivalent resistance or total resistance in that situation will be even lesser than the minimum value of resistor connected in the circuit. Okay, so that is what given here. That is why in our home appliances, resistors are connected in parallel, not in series. Okay, and that is how we get very lesser amount of current used, and so lesser amount of electricity bill which we have to pay in every 2 months. Okay, the value of equivalent resistance in parallel connection will be lesser than each individual resistance. Household appliances are always connected in parallel, so that even if one is switched off, the other device would function properly. Okay, that means in parallel resistance, okay, in the circuit, if any one of the resistance will be broken, okay, or will call off or dies or melts, in that situation the other appliances will function. Okay, but in case of series resistors, if they are connected, in that situation, if one resistance or if one resistor will break, every other electrical appliance will stop functioning. Okay, so that is the advantage of parallel combination of resistors over series combination. Okay, so I hope that you have understood here very well what is the meaning of parallel combination and series combination of resistors, then which one is better over the other. Okay, and then how to find out its total resistance or equivalent resistance when the resistors are connected in parallel as well as in series. Okay, so this is the end of the video. In our next video, we will study about color coding of carbon resistors. Till next video, take care of yourself. Bye bye.